Hello, Mr. Christophe. Welcome to TVGME and the conference on standards and emerging technology. In this interview, we'd like to focus on two issues. The first issue is that how do we create the reusable processes developed for smart cities? If you develop in one area, in one city, how we can make it reusable.
Yeah, of course. I would say smart city is a very cross-cutting domain. And the first issue to tackle is about the organization of the cities. Because administration in the cities is not well organized to cover this cross-cutting domain. So the way is to find a new governance model, because by now, in fact, you have the different departments which are their own tenders to address the providers in a siloed way. So both cities and providers need to discuss more about standardization process, and to do so, I think that the standardization bodies at the national, at the European, at the international level is a good ground to deal about this.
Yeah.
Why? Because standardization bodies are used to manage consensual processes to get a specification at the end, and that's a good way to find something which is common to providers and the demand side represented by the cities. On the other way, I would say too that cities need still to be more involved in the standardization process. Even if we can see many of them in the working groups, they are not always in charge of, or they don't chair or vice chair. I think we need more and more involvement from the cities, and they need to be more strong in their own position in the standardization bodies. And to answer to your first question, how to reuse things we do, I think through the European projects we are involved in, we can find the playground to find those new governance models we are looking for. I would just give an example. I'm involved in the Sharing Cities project, which is an Horizon 2020 Lighthouse project. And in this project, the Lighthouse City of Lisbon, for example, created a public-private partnership, to be able to involve both the city representatives and the representative for the providers in the same company, in fact. And that's a good way to have this cross-cutting view I was talking about.
From the Indian context, we have 100 smart cities in India. And government is releasing slowly, the list of new cities. And I found that we work very specifically in, this area also. And I found that there is no inter-operability of the processes. So what suggestion you would like to give to the Indian smart cities that how they should standardize the processes which become reusable?
We can clearly see that in the smart city information system, and that was a study from the European Commission through a support action which was called Espresso, which was there to support the Lighthouse project. And the outcome of this specific support action was to say that the smart city information system architecture is very complex. In fact, you have to take into account the existing legacy systems from the cities or from the providers, and you have also to take into account the new sensors with the new telecommunication networks associated with. So to simplify this architecture, they propose to define just 3 different layers.
Okay.
So the first one is a sensors on network layer. The second one is the data lake, so the data storage, in fact. and the third one is above for the applications. And we found that if we could find just an interoperability layer between the below one and the data lake and another one above the data lake for the applications, we would be able to replicate and to reuse existing systems without any new specifications.
Okay.
And we first experienced one, which is called 1M2M.
1M2M, yeah,
we
right.
really use 1M2M. We appreciate 1M2M. And we could even experience it in Bordeaux to deploy more than 500 sensors, tackling issues as energy management, smart lighting, EV charging, sensors for air pollution sensors, and so on and so forth. And that works. We can use different standards interconnected with different networks, interconnected with one data lake to be able once to deploy and then to extend the perimeter at the level of the technical level, but also on the territory, in fact. And on the above layer, we have also new specification. Now we are working with ETSI. To find what we call a standardized API, which is I never remember the name because it's always an acronym, and it's something difficult to remind. But to be able to address all the different data models through just one application model.
That's a very good. So. Yeah, I think these are the good examples which you shared.
So.
Yeah. What complexity, multi-service infrastructure brings to create these specifications?
The siloed infrastructures we talked about. You need to very simplify this model of information system. So once you have this new way to address this information model, I think it's more easy to find just the layers needed for the cities to be able to solve and to fix those issues. Okay. That's my opinion.
Yeah, great. I think we wish that you have good interaction tomorrow with the Indian counterparts also, and we should get the benefit of the development which you have done in the cities where you are currently working and the other international experiences like Lisbon, etc. For our audience here. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.